Hello everyone. So today we are going to study about algebraic expressions and identities. Let's begin. Some basic terms. Constant. The term which has fixed value. See, look at here. Sorry. The term which has fixed value. Example, 5, 6, 7, like 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, any numeric, any numeral. Okay, they have fixed value, that's why they are constant. Also the terms like this, pi, g, capital G, what are these? Pi, whenever we try to find out the area of circle, remember we take pi equals to 22 by 7 or 3.14. This pi is also has fixed value. That's why this is also constant. The small g, this is gravitational acceleration, and it also has a fixed value of 9.8 meter per second square. And this capital G is gravitational constant, which also have fixed value. Okay, that's why this pi, small g, and capital G are also constants. Okay, now variable. The terms with no fixed value means the terms which are changing their values with conditions or your problems, your questions. Okay. So in one question, x equals to 5 you can get. In another question, you can get x equals to any other number like 10, 15 or anything. Means the variable keep on changing their values. And they can be denoted by alphabets like X, Y, Z, A, B, C. Generally small letters. Coefficient. The number associated to variables in multiplication or in division division operation, then that number is called coefficient. For example, here 2x, right? So this 2 is a coefficient of x, and this 1 by 2 is coefficient of y. So please take care while you are dealing with any algebraic expression, okay, what this is called and what this is called. Okay, and let's see. What is this algebraic expression is? Algebraic expression is an expression which is made up of variables, constants. Constant means that they are your integers, plus, minus, 1, 2, 3, whatever, and mathematical operation. Obviously, the addition, multiplication, division, subtraction, these operations will be there in the expression. So these are some of the examples. I'll just read for you. X square minus 2x plus 5. Example of algebraic expression. 12x plus 17y. Example of algebraic expression in two variables. 3x plus y. This is the algebraic expression in one variable. Now let's see. Write constant, variable and coefficient of the following. Means in at every term you will write the, okay, so which one is constant here? Tell me. 2 or 5? I think 2. See, 2 is a constant here in for the first expression. X is variable and 5 is coefficient of x. Okay. So B and C I have left for you. State whether which one is constant here, variable here and coefficient here. Now, monomial, binomial, trinomial. Looks easy, still we commit some mistake in them. So let's start with the really easy point. Mono means one. So mono means one means the expression which will have only one term, to that term we will call monomial. And pi means 2. So the expression which will be having two terms, to that expression we will call it binomial. And trinomial, so tri means 3. If any expression is having 3 terms, then we will call it trinomial. Simple, isn't it? State which one is monomial, binomial and trinomial. So it's easy. Okay. Now, Okay, pay little attention, okay, because sometimes we do mistake in counting the terms. So, how to count the terms? Just see here. Minus 3x is one term, and after this, after any mathematical operation like plus and minus, the second term is written. Remember? So minus 3x is one term and this 5 is the another term. So two terms are there, so it is binomial. Now pay attention to this thing. 7y. Now you will say there are two numbers in multiplication. Now products are considered as one term. So 7y is a one term, okay? And it is monomial. So 7x plus 5y minus 8. One term, 2 and 3. Trinomial. How easy it is, right? Now how to find degree of polynomial? What is this polynomial? Any algebraic expression having many terms. Poly means many terms are called polynomial. Okay. And what is degree? For the degree, just read this. By observing the degree of all the terms of the given polynomial. So first what you have to do, you have to observe the degree of each term of the given polynomial and see which one is highest. For example, degree of first term is 1, degree of second term is 2. So degree of the polynomial will be the highest one, 2. Okay, see with the example. So write the degree of each polynomial the each polynomial given below. See this, xy plus z. And now here we need to understand how to count the degree of each term. Okay, so pay little attention here. Here, xy. What is the degree of this term? 1 or 2? We can say the as to the x to the power 1 only, y to the power 1 only. So for this term, collectively the power will be 2. Okay. So the degree of this first term is 2 and the degree of the second term is 1. Highest is 2. So the degree of this first expression is 2. Okay, just see the answers. The degree of this first expression is 2. What about this? Because of this first term, degree of this first term is 3. And for this, it's 1. So 3 is the highest degree. So 3 is the degree of this polynomial. What about this? Because of this term, the degree will be 4. So third, for the expression 3, the degree of this polynomial is 4. For this, now I think you understand the degree because of this term will be 4. Now, very interesting thing, like terms and unlike terms. Students, is very easy to understand, When any term has, for example, has the same variable like 2x and 3x. So 2x and 3x having same x. So they are having same variable and of same degree. So they are like terms, And unlike terms, the terms which are having different variable, for example, one is 3x, another is 5y. Okay, so variable is different. And also sometimes what happens, variable is same but the degree differs. For example, one number is 3x, one term is 3x and another term is 5x square. Then also these terms are unlike. Okay, don't pay attention to the coefficient. We will, for like terms and unlike terms, we will pay attention to variable. Okay, let's see the examples here. Separate like terms from the following. So we have to observe the variable as I said earlier. 4xy, comma 7x square y minus 5xy, 10uv, 9yx. Reading of question is very important. 3yx square minus 5uv square. Okay. Now see this. xy. Is it xy? See, variables xy are same, but the degree of x here is 1 and here is 2. They are not like, they are unlike. Now move on to the second term, minus 5xy. We will not pay attention to the numbers. We are paying attention to the variable xy, xy. So they are like terms. Okay, uv, and this is yx. Xy and yx is same because of the multiplication is always associative. So AB equals to BA. That's why XY equals to YX. Remember this point, okay? So YX and XY are same. So 4XY minus 5XY and this 9YX, they are like terms. See the answer? See, like terms are this. And the another pair is 7x square y and 3yx square. See, x square y, see the x square, it also has x square, it has y, it has y, okay, and the same value. Now pay attention here, 10 uv and 5 uv square. Why I am not saying that they are like terms, they are having almost same variable, right? Because of the degree of v. It is having 1, it is having 2. That's the reason they are not like terms, and we have to separate only like terms. So we have separated. Now let's move on. Evaluate. What do we mean by evaluate? You have to add and subtract simple. And before adding and subtracting, you have to group like terms together. Okay. Now see the first question. 5ab plus 6xy square minus 7ab plus 3y square x. AB, AB. Group together. Okay. No sign change. Remember. 5ab minus 7ab as it is. 6xy square plus 3y square x. They are same. They are same. So 7 minus 5 equals to minus 2ab. Then 6 plus 3, 9xy square. You can write y square x as well. Okay. Only one you will write. Okay. What about the second point? Now see, 4x square, we can club it together with 2x square. We can club it with 2x square. So 4x square plus 2x square. Then minus 5xy minus 2xy. Then plus z cube and minus 3z cube. Properly written with no sign change, okay? Sign is same. Now just add them. 4 plus 2 numbers will get added and variable will remain same. So 4 plus 2 6 x square as it is, minus 5xy minus 2 7xy minus 7. Okay, remember the sign will be of the bigger integer. And now z cube minus 3z cube. So minus 3 plus what is here? 1. So minus 3 plus 1 will give you minus 2 z cube. And identity is very interesting. Okay, why do we study identities? You know, it helps us to find the product or to solve the problem, and it really simplifies the calculation. So you should learn at least 10 of these identities that I'm going to explain here, okay? X plus A, X plus B. Remember, the variable is same and sometimes the second position, the number will be written here. They are different, like X plus 4, then X plus 5. Find the product. Then this question, this thing will help you. X square plus A plus B, you will add these numbers or these terms and X here plus you will do their product. Okay. Now, my favorite and the easiest one, all three identities, A plus B, A minus B. See, the numbers, yeah, or the terms are same, but the sign between them is different. Then you can write the product of the first term subtracted by the product of the, the square of the second term. Okay. The square of A, square of B subtracted. Okay. So this is quite famous identity by solving the question. It really, it is being used many a times. So A plus B whole square, A square plus 2AB plus B square. then a minus b whole square, a square minus 2ab plus b square. Okay, remember because of this middle sign, only this middle term sign is changed. Okay, now when both the numbers, both the terms are different, x plus a, y plus b, then what to do? Simple direct product method. First, this first term will multiply this entire term. So x will multiply y plus b, then plus a will multiply y plus b. Then we will multiply this x inside, which is called distributive property. So xy plus xb. Then here plus ay, then plus ab. What is this? This is called distributive property simply. A plus b whole cube equals a cube plus b cube plus 3ab. How easy it is to remember in a plus b. See, a cube, b cube plus 3ab. See, 3ab and then in bracket a plus b. Similarly, for a minus b cube, just to put minus everywhere. That's it. Okay. And what about this? If there are three terms in addition and you are doing square of them, then a square plus b square plus c square plus 2ab. See, cyclic it is. This is cyclic. 2ab, then 2bc, then 2ca. Okay. Now, if, see, this expression comes from here, a plus b. Here a is x and b is 1 by x. Even if you forget it, use this formula and keep x here and keep 1 by x here, then also you'll get this one. Okay, so what it is? X square plus 1 by x square plus 2. Here the AB term is not there because they get cancelled while expanding it. Okay, now the 10th one, just the subtracted one. X minus 1 by x whole square, so x square plus 1 by x square minus 2. Okay, at least remember these identities and you will feel really comfortable while solving the questions of this algebraic expressions and identities. Okay, let's see the questions now. Practice time, of course. Evaluate. Okay, y plus 5, y minus 7. See, the variable is same, but product is, sorry, the second term is different and we have to find the product. See how to do it? Then y square with the help of first identity. Y square plus 5 minus 7 y plus this 5 and 7 will do the multiplication. So y square minus 2y, 5 sevens are 35 and because of minus plus minus. Okay, I have used first identity. Now see this, xy plus 4, xy minus 4. See, first term is same, second term is also same, only plus and minus difference. Which identity is this? A plus b, a minus b, isn't it? So, square of the first term minus square of the second term. So, you can write as x square, y square minus 4 square is equals to 16. Right? Now, see the next question. Oh, you can do the product with the simple multiplication method as well. But if they are telling you to evaluate these things using identity, then how to do it? You can split or expand 33 as 30 plus 3 and 27 as 30 minus 3. How smartly we are doing? See, the numbers are same, only operation is different, and giving, this is giving 33 and this is giving 27. Now this is a plus b, a minus b form. So a square minus b square, a is 30 and b is 3. Somewhere this 3a multiply 4b plus 4b square. then 3. Square of 3, not 3 2s are 6, okay? Don't do the silly error. 3 square means 9. 3 3s are 9. A square plus 2 3s are 6. 6 4s are 24. AB plus 4 square. Again, don't do the 4 2s are 8. You have to do 4 multiply 4. So 16B square. Done. Okay. Which identity I have used? A plus B to the whole square. A square plus B square plus 2AB. Now, Chotu brother with the different sign. A minus B whole square identity is going to be used. See, A square means the square of the first term minus 2AB. Here my A means the first term is 7A and B means the second term is 5B plus 5B square. Remember, don't put minus sign here because here is minus. Only this 2AB term will get the minus. Now simply just open this square and give the answer. 7 square is 49, A square minus 70AB plus 5 square 25B square, isn't it? Now 2x minus 3y plus z square. Okay. Now 3 terms and we are squaring them. Remember A plus B plus C whole square. This minus we will consider as second term. Minus this term will be used. Okay. See how. So 2x square of the first term plus, see we will taking this care of this minus sign. Square of the second term, square of this third term, then plus 2ab. I told you it is cyclic, so don't get nervous. See 2, this first term and the second term, plus 2, the second term and the third term, plus 2 and the product of third term and first term. Okay, cyclic it is. Now just open their square and give the answer. 4x square minus 3 will get multiplied with minus 3 will give you 9 and positive 9. Okay, y square is z square minus 2 2s are 4, 4 3s are 12 but of minus. 2 3s are 6 minus. Okay, we are taking care of variables as well. X y here, z y z here and zx here. 2 2s are 4. Okay, multiplication is done. Now we are done. Okay, now all the terms are unlike, no plus or minus can be done. Now evaluate, let's see what we have to evaluate. Okay, so they are saying you have to evaluate using these identities. 405 whole square, how we can split it in A plus B? 400 plus 5. Can we do? See this? Right, 400 plus 5. Now, if I split it as this A square plus 2AB plus B square, how it will come? See, I have expanded this way. Now, the square of 400. Now this, I have multiplied it. Square of this. Now add them, you'll get it. Okay. You can pause the video and do it right now. 57. Okay, the closest 10 is 60. So 60 minus 3 we can do, right? Now open it. We have just used A minus B whole square, A square minus 2AB plus B square. Just open it and open their square and add them, subtract them, and you will be getting your answer. Okay. Now the next question. Okay, sometimes these conditions are given and some of the value we have to find out with the help of identity only. See, A square plus B square is given 29 and AB is equals to 10. Then find A plus B and A minus B. We just come and see. A square, B square and AB is given. A plus B they want us. So which identity? Any identity coming in your brain? See this? A plus B whole square, A square plus B square plus 2AB. Right. Do this. See, A square plus B square given 29. I have just put here. Okay, so just substituted the value. Nothing else. Plus 2 multiply AB. AB is given as 10. Now we will just solve it. 29, 20, 49. But this 49 is equals to A plus B whole square. But what they were asking, A plus B. Okay. So first write them as it is. 49 is the square of 7. Now we have to remove square. Whenever you want to remove the square, you have to take square root on both the sides. Take, and then you are able to remove it. Okay, some of the times your answer sheet will give you the answer plus minus 7. What it is? You know, students, when you do the square of plus 7, you multiply plus 7, multiply plus 7. Means positive 7 is getting multiplied with each other. Then you will get 7 sevens of 49. And if you multiply minus 7 to minus 7, then also you will get 49. That's why this 49 is the square root of plus minus 7. Okay? So, I mean, the 49 is the square of plus 7 and of minus 7 as well. That's why when we take square root, we get the square root with both signs. Okay, so if a plus 1 by a equals to 3, find a square plus 1 by a square. Interesting. See, the last identities that we were using. A plus 1 by a whole square. What is the formula? A square plus 1 by a square plus 2. Okay, now we have to just put values. This value, a plus 1 by a, 3, given, right? I have just substituted the value. We have to find out this, we have this. Now see, this will be 9, this term as it is, as it is. Now what next? This 2 will go here because we want only the value of this. So 9 minus 2, what we get? 7. Done. How easy? See the last question. If a plus b plus c equals to 10 and a square b plus b square plus c square equals to 38, then find this. This kind of, this is such a easy question, and sometimes it comes in long answer, give you 2-3 marks easily. So pay attention here, okay? So the formula that we have to use, because there are three terms. So 3 terms per formula. So a plus b plus c whole square, and only the formula I have written, and I am going to substitute the value c carefully. A plus b plus c, 10 whole square, and this entire term a square plus b square plus c square. What it is? 38 plus 2. I have taken 2 out from all of them, and this, Now here is a trick. Most of the time what student does, they add this 38 plus 2. Don't do that. This 2 is not a free constant here. It is a coefficient of them associated with them. Is not free to be added. Okay. So don't add them, and let this 38 go to the another side, and it will change operation. Remember students, whenever any number changes its sign, changes the operation that they were with the later side. So remember this. Here it was, this 38 was under addition. It will change its operation. It will go in subtraction on the another side. Okay. So 100 minus 38 equals 2, and this. Now it is just a part of calculation now. 62. This is 2 as it is. This 2 here, product, right? So changing the side, changing the operation, division. It will go in division. 31. Okay. So what we have to find out? AB plus BC plus CA. It's here. You can write it this way. AB plus BC plus CA equals to 31.